Welcome everybody to Runaway Bay Indoor Stadium on the beautiful Gold Coast as Nothing But Net Media, Australian Sports Network, and of course Stream Team Australia present to you another edition of the QBL Game of the Week featuring the Logan Thunder taking on the North Gold Coast Seahawks. I'm John Guarna. I'm joined by Regan Baker and the soon-to-get here Dave Derwin on Derwin time as usual. Great matchup we have here tonight. Two really great games and a top 5 game for this women's matchup. I think this is going to be a great game, Regan.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just great to be down on the Gold Coast for pretty much the first time in QBL history for Nothing But Net Media and all of the team here as well. So great to get down here and do some games. And, great to be in Runaway Bay Sports Complex. A lot better than Carrara Indoor Sports Stadium where I ended up by accident. So it is going to be a phenomenal matchup between these two teams. They've got phenomenal lineups out on the floor, some really talented players down both ends, and it's going to be a competitive game all the way through.
Yeah, I actually just thought about it. This is the first time we have been here. Really excited to be here. It's a great venue, great stadium. I think I was actually thinking about it before the game. One of the first times I met you was actually down here for Classics. I think you were refereeing and Dave and I were doing some coaching. So I haven't actually been down here for a while, but first time we're here for a QBL matchup, so really exciting. The games should be a great game. North Gold Coast comes off of their first loss of the season last week, and they split a double weekend. They beat Toowoomba on the first game and then dropped their first loss of the season to the Rip. They sit at 4-1 in 4th place, and they take on the 5th place Logan Thunder. Only played 3 games so far this season. They're at 2-1, but they come off a tough loss to the Pirates. So both teams coming in off of a loss. Something's got to give. Someone's picking up a win tonight. What are your thoughts, Regan?
Yeah, look, it really is going to be a great matchup. And like I said, both teams have some really great players. And there's some names out on the floor that we haven't seen yet this season or even in the QBL. So it's going to be a really interesting matchup between these two teams. As you said, obviously Runaway Bay playing a couple more games into tonight versus what Logan has, only playing a game a week essentially leading into today. So it is going to be a very, very competitive game. I don't want to make any predictions just yet. It's too early to say.
Dave's not here to make a prediction. I won't put you on the spot.
Absolutely not. But either way, I think it's going to be a great matchup, and both teams, they're going to fight it all the way through to the end, so it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, Deja Middleton, the import for the North Gold Coast Seahawks, actually leads the QBL in scoring and rebounding, so certainly will be a focus of the Logan Thunder on the defensive side of things. And Michaela Can, the longtime Logan Thunder point guard, comes in off of a QBL Player of the Week performance with a triple-double in the loss versus the Pirates. She's certainly someone who North Gold Coast is going to want to look out for. It'll be interesting to see how we go, but we're going to get set for this opening tip. Logan in there, road white. I love this Logan Thunder jersey, the road white with the script across the front, and the Seahawks in their home teal, I'll call it. I think it's a teal blue.
I think that's a fair enough assessment.
A little colorblind, but tip is up. Won by Logan, and Can goes right to the rim. Misses the first shot of the game. Scrap for the rebound. Casey Samuels, super talented player for the Seahawks, recovers. And we're back underway. Michaela Can picks up an early foul call on the block.
And that's just realistically, a great 30-second intro there for Fraser from the Seahawks. She got the really big stop down there on Can straight off the tip, and she's now just drawn a foul against her as well. So that's a great introduction to the game there for Fraser. Great start.
And we're underway. It's young Katie Diebel guarded by Michaela Can. Inside pass tipped and lost out of bounds. Little too high there for Jamie Lee Jones. So still scoreless here to start. Roof looking inside. Can in the block, finds a cutting Fuyava who misses the shot. Middleton grabs the rebound. North Gold Coast looking to run. Long 3 from Samuels off the back of the rim. Diebel offensive rebound. She's blocked out of bounds though by Taya. It's going to stay with the North Gold Coast for 14 on the shot clock. There's Diebel getting inside, gets to the rim. Layup is good. First points of the game go to Katie Diebel.
Yeah, very good start there to the game for Diebel. Sorry, I know I said Fraser before. The live stats uploaded are not correct, unfortunately. But Diebel, great introduction to the game. First minute of play. She's got a couple of big stops, drawn a foul, and now put some points on the board as well. So great start to the game for her.
Fuyava misses a 3. Here's Diebel again for North Gold Coast. Long jumper is good. That one's for Emily Allen. 4-0 the lead here for North Gold Coast. Up and down affair so far to start. Pretty high speed.
Yeah, it's been a very fast-paced game down both ends of the floor at the moment as well. Logan now just starting to slow things down a little bit and just look to make their offense, which they did beautifully there. A great pass inside to Taya for the 2. And that was just beautifully executed, and a nice assist there as well for Can.
Trying to find Middleton inside. Good job denying it by Fuiava. Samuels, top of the key 3. That rattles home. 7-2 the lead now for North Gold Coast. Playing with confidence are the Seahawks at home. Can's pass is tipped. Taya recovers. Skips it. Fraser has it. Thought about the 3. Then goes inside. Gets to the rim. Layup is good. Coach Hasselhurst wanted the foul call as well. 7-4 the lead for Seahawks. Pass inside, stolen by Fuiava. Tire skip pass up ahead. Michaela Can lays it in with the left hand. Great look and a great finish. And a quick timeout taken by Coach Rob Sleaford. Logan cuts the deficit to 1.
Yeah, and that's just a classic Can move as well. She's got such great foot speed, and she really does use it to her advantage. And realistically, it was a tough catch to pass, but she managed to get her hands on it, take the step to the bucket, and put it in. So great execution.
Yeah, it was a great look, too, from Ashtea, kicking ahead to a streaking Michaela Can. That's just poor transition defense, and I guarantee you that's what Coach Sleaford is talking about in that timeout, Regan. It was, like we said, though, pretty fast-paced start to the game. We're only about 2.5 into it. Both teams had about, Logan had 6 and North Gold Coast had 7. Both teams, though, playing pretty freely. Really nice basketball to watch.
Yeah, and if it keeps playing out like this as well, I think it's going to be a quite high-scoring game as well, because both teams are setting up really nice offense as well. Seahawks playing a little bit faster pace down their end of the floor, really just pushing the ball in, getting inside for the buckets. Logan, really nice play the passage before, where they just slowed things down and looked for the cutting player through the center of the key, which happened to be Taya at the time. So 2 very different offensive games being played down either end of the floor at the moment, but at the moment, both are working, and it's only a 1-point differential.
Yeah, and you can see that North Gold Coast certainly wants to get the ball inside to Deja Middleton. Logan doing a pretty good job denying her that so far in the first few possessions of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, both teams, very different offense down either end, but same with the defense as well. Both teams doing a really great job of spreading the defense and making sure they're watching where those cuts are coming from. So at the moment, the teams are pretty well locked, and it's hard to split them at the moment.
Interesting, though, timeout taken there by Coach Sleaford. I thought North Gold Coast playing pretty well, giving Logan an opportunity to set a bit of a full-court pressure here, which North Gold Coast beats pretty easily. Middleton a little late on the pass. Jump shot is short. Rebound Fuiava. There's Taya with it. Working against Samuels. Looking inside. It's not there. Top of the key. Fuiava's 3. Rattles home. 9-7 the lead for Logan now.
Yeah, just making their way back into this one, Logan. They were down by 5 early on, so they've got the lead now, just streaking a couple of offense together, playing a really good defensive set down the far end as well, and making it hard for Seahawks to put some points on the board. As we see there again, Taya, just really tough defense preventing the shot.
And Middleton got herself in good position, a little over-aggressive on the lane attempt. Here's Michaela Can. Inside pass for a Roof. Turnaround jumpers up. That's off the side of the rim. We've got Michaela Roof and Michaela Can. 2 very different players for Logan. But Roof that time missed that jump shot. Looking for Middleton, go back door to Jamie Lee Jones. Hook shot is well off. Roof backdoor pass for Taya. Reverse layup is no good. Shot that one without looking.
Yeah, it was definitely no-handed, no look reverse layup. Little bit rushed potentially there from Taya. Could have been slowed down and kicked out, but alas, it has been done. Shot there, no good from the Seahawks.
A long 3 by Samuels is off. So Logan looking to slow it down, run a horn set. Can gonna fire the 3. That's off. Tipped around, knocked out of bounds. Off the hands of Jones, so it's gonna stay with the Logan Thunder. Checking into the game, Maya Entrop for Logan. And checking in, Lauren Jansen. And also checking in, Kayla Curiao for North Gold Coast. Taya has it. She'll step back, fire a three off the front of the rim. Long rebound. Roof inside's fouled. Could be Middleton or Samuels. Let's see who the referees give it to. Looks like they're going to give that one to Samuels. Her first personal. Team's first as well. First one's missed by Roof. Second one is good. Middleton gets inside and banks one home. So first time we've really seen her wide open. Logan had done a really good job denying her the paint.
Yeah, and that was just a good offensive look there from the Seahawks as well. They just spread the floor out. Great cut on the inside there as well to make that play work.
Good pass inside for Fuiava. She's been really active on the offensive end. Good look there from Michaela Can. Fuiava can't finish, but she'll go to the line for 2 shots.
First one is good. Second is good. She goes 2 from 2 from the free throw line, taking that lead up to 3 for Logan.
Samuels looking to push the pace for North Gold Coast, picks up a dribble. Now Middleton has it, spins left, short on the layup attempt though. Roof grabs the rebound under a bit of pressure. Gets it to the captain, Michaela Can. Can pass tipped out of bounds. It's gonna stay with Logan with 15 on the shot clock. There's Taya. She'll fire the corner 3. Short. Middleton grabs the rebound. Curiao wants the horn set for North Gold Coast. Goes off the Middleton screen, swings it. Now Samuels has it with 10 on the shot clock. Gets a screen from Jensen, looks inside. Pass is stolen by Michaela Can.
Can doing a really good job of leading this Logan team as well. She's been everywhere so far in the first 5 minutes of this game. She's really spread the floor offensively and defensively and just really working hard. So doing a great job for Logan assisting in this 3-point lead.
Jansen picks up the foul as Taya trying to get to the rim. Gets fouled. It's the 3rd team foul on the Seahawks. So Logan will have it with a fresh shot clock along the baseline. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Katie Diebel checks back in for the Seahawks. Can inbounds to Taya. Can wants to go one-on-one. Gets the screen from Roof. They're going to get her for the offensive foul. It's a moving screen.
Yeah, just didn't quite have her position set there on the screen as well. So as Can came around, defensive player just knocked out of position. So good call by the officials, just didn't quite have that position set. And that's always the risk you run when you set a last-minute pick like that as well. It didn't look like it was organized from Logan, just kind of came out of nowhere, and Can left a little bit too early before the screen was set.
3-pointer from Curiao is good. Ties the game at 12. Can working against Curiao on the other end. Flips one up with the left hand and gets it to fall. There's Middleton trying to get to the bucket. Short again on the layup attempt. Roof splits the D. A fancy dribble in there from Roof. Skips it over to Taya. Now Can. Inside pass, Roof triple team, finds Taya in the corner, 3-pointer off the side of the rim. It's a good look, good patience from Logan.
Yeah, much better offense there from them as well. They, had a nice slow-paced offense early on in the quarter, but the last couple of plays they've had down their end of the floor, they were a little bit rushed, and they were taking off-balance shots. That's a much nicer play from them to spread out to the open three-point corner shot from Teo.
Samuels took a shot, looked in the solar plexus, a bit winded, slow to get back. Gives Logan a bit of an advantage, and Fuyava takes advantage of it for sure with the baseline jumper.
Yeah, they take it up to that 4-point advantage now with just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter here. The Seahawks now looking to slow things down a bit, but go straight to the three-point jump shot, which is a little bit too strong there for Samuels.
Two minutes left here in the first quarter. Logan's up 4, 16-12. Pass is tipped. Out of bounds off of Logan. They're going to say it went to North Gold Coast. Coach Braden Hesselhurst going to take a timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. Minute 50 left in the first, and Logan up 4. Your QBL Game of the Week presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, Australian Sports Network, and Stream Team Australia. Back with you here at Runaway Bay Indoor Stadium. It's 16-12 the lead for Logan over the North Gold Coast Seahawks. About a minute 50 left in the first quarter. Taking a look at some of the score sheet here, leading the way for the Logan Thunder is Jaden Fuyava. She's 2 of 4 from the field. Perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw line for a total of 7 points, leading all scorers in the game. Taya, very active hands. Can't come up with a steal. North Gold Coast under a bit of pressure. Jansen has it now. Jones fires a long 2. That's well off. Fuyava grabs the rebound. Then she's fouled. Oh, no, she travels. Under a bit of pressure there from Kayla Curiel.
Yeah, just didn't quite have that pivot foot set. Shifted a little bit on the travel. So great defense there from Seahawks on the turnover. Straight away, fast inbound passage of play there, but shot too strong.
Durbridge has to fire one, and it's blocked by Ruth. Here's Ken with it, skips ahead to Fuyava. Now Ken resets for Logan. Ruth has it. Looking to hand it back to Michaela Ken with 5 on the shot clock. She's got to get something going here quickly. Has to fire a long 2. And she drains it. 18-12 the lead. Interesting substitution there. Don't know what happened. They stopped the play. But checking in is Mary Barnett-Karasoma for Logan.
Yeah, not too sure what happened there. You can't typically substitute after a basket made, but something's obviously going on, so Logan getting away with a nice little sneaky substitute there with just under a minute to go in the fourth quarter.
Jansen has to bring it back. Swing it around to Curiel now. 10 on the shot clock. Step through, floater, too strong. Taya comes up with the rebound. Pass nearly stolen, tipped out of bounds though. But Curiel, it's going to stay with Logan.
About
28 seconds. Sorry,
yeah,
28 seconds left in the quarter.
I was going to say there's about a 6-second differential as well, Johnny. So it's not going to be the last shot here for Logan. Seahawks are going to get an opportunity if they get the defensive board, but they've got the foul on the shot inside.
Yeah, Roof taking the layup strong and picking up the foul. So Michaela Roof going to the free throw line for a three-point play opportunity with 18.5 seconds left in the first quarter. Free throw good, so the lead is out to 9 for Logan. Got to think the Seahawks going to hold for the final shot of the first quarter. Foul called there on Maya Entrop. The blocking foul on Kayla Curiel. Logan has a few fouls to give, only the third one of the quarter. Diebel coming off the Jones screen. Gets inside, throws up the floater, and gets it to rattle home. Strong move there from Katie Diebel.
Yeah, tough shot under pressure there as well.
One on the shot clock. Can gets the shot off. It's no good. So at the quarter time break, it's a 7-point lead for Logan over the North Gold Coast Seahawks, 21-14. Pretty good first quarter of action there, Regan.
Yeah, definitely so. I thought it was going to be a much higher scoring first quarter after the opening couple of minutes, but both teams really stepped up defensively after those early couple of buckets, and we saw a lot of great defensive plays, a lot of shot blocks, and a lot of D-boards as well. So both teams really working hard defensively to keep this scoring down, and Logan out in front now by 7 points so far, but we've seen a lot of positive plays from the Runaway Bay North Gold Coast Seahawks, so really is still anyone's game, and it's going to be a tight one.
It certainly is. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with some stats in the second quarter of action of your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, Australian Sports Network, and Stream Team Australia. Welcome back. We're live now as North Gold Coast turns it over with Katie Diebel. Roof skips it ahead. Diebel recovers, though, nicely for North Gold Coast. Fuiava's wide open. She could hit it. She can't that time, though. Can, though. Recovers. Foul inside. Looks like that one's going to go against Jansen. First quarter statistics leading the way. Fuiava with 7. Can had 6 for Logan. Top scorer for the Seahawks was Katie Diebel. Curiel and Samuels both had 3. Seahawks shot 31% in the quarter. Logan responded with 44%. Not doing it from 3 that time was Ash Taya, and Logan struggling from 3. They're now 1 of 8 from beyond the arc in the game.
Good defensive pressure here from Logan as well, making it hard for the Seahawks to pass the ball around. They're going to have to fire. There's 4 seconds on the shot clock. Diebel flips one up. It's no good, and there's a foul on the rebound.
And Middleton picked up a foul. I think that might be her second personal. It's the first of the quarter. No, it's her first. I've been corrected. Got to welcome into the booth Dave Derwin. Dave, bit of traffic on the M1 down to the Goldie today?
We're committed to getting the game to the people, mate.
Hey, welcome here. I know you got here a bit later into the first quarter. What'd you see in the few minutes that you were here, though, Dave, out of both teams?
I saw Tommy Howard and talked to him for a couple of minutes.
Did you tell him we want to see a few hammers in the men's game?
I did, and he says his new import's legit.
Yeah, all right.
So excited to see that later, but haven't checked in much with the women's game so far, but sort of building a bit of a decent lead here I saw late in that first quarter.
And turnover is starting to creep in a bit for the Seahawks. Samuels turned that one over. Logan is up 9. Can gets to the rim short on that one, but Roof comes up with the rebound. She'll fire a wing 3, and she drains a wing 3. Seahawks forced to take a timeout as Logan really starting to kick ahead now. They're up by 10. I think it was a three-pointer. The scoreboard here in the stadium reads 23-14. We've got 24-14.
It did look like a three-point drop, but we'll just wait to see whether that gets corrected up. They've now made it 26-14, so
yeah, I thought it was a
five-point shot.
Who knows? Let's see what happens. But Logan doing it defensively, I think. Dave really denying the ball inside for Deja Middleton, and really North Gold Coast struggling to create anything else outside of Middleton.
Yeah, and Ruth, she's certainly holding it down in the middle, so she's been good in the minute I saw. But again, I think she rejected a couple shots and did a good job of getting her hands up and walling up. And she's a presence down there for sure.
And Logan just absolutely collapsing on Middleton and forcing the Seahawks or another Seahawks player to step up. And at the moment, it hasn't been done consistently. We've seen Diebel do a pretty decent job in Samuels. But other than that, no one has really been able to step up thus far for the Seahawks.
Yeah, well, they've done a really good job of that, Logan. They've obviously gone to the tapes. They've jumped on huddle. They've seen, where the Seahawks have really shone in their game so far, and they've obviously recognized Middleton as a big threat down low, and they've done a great job of getting in there and just being pests around her and just keeping her out and keeping her from scoring. I mean, Middleton's still taking shots, but they're just not working in her favor because of that defensive presence right up in her face.
Well, here we go. Good timeout there as the lead. The scoreboard does say 26-14, so we'll update it. Diebel, good matchup there at the point guard spot. Samuels looking for Middleton. Pass is tipped. Recovered by Jansen. Looking inside for Middleton. Her shot too strong. Roof grabs the defensive rebound, but loses it out of bounds.
Good hustle from the Seahawks on the offensive glass.
Good activity from both teams on the boards as well. Jones gets it. Working against Barnett Karasoma. It's Mary. Three-pointer from Jansen is good. They needed that bucket as Logan had started to pull away a bit. There's Taya, baseline jump shot, too strong. Tipped around, Jansen grabs it for North Gold Coast. She'll stop and pop. 5 straight from Jansen cuts the North Gold Coast deficit to 5. Excuse me, 7.
Oh.
Don't like that one, Dave.
I'm not saying the call. The young lady better watch out.
Bit of contact.
Because no one told her there was a screen. There was a screen.
They got to communicate out on the floor. And let's talk about some communication here. If you are watching the game on YouTube or Facebook, let us know. Drop a note in the comments. Make sure you tell us where you're watching from so we can give you a shout out. 7:15 left in the first half. It's a 7-point lead. And off the ball, Casey Samuels gets called for the offensive foul.
Sorry, Johnny.
You go.
I was going to say, surely number 4 for the Hawks is young, right?
Yeah, Katie Diebel. She's super impressive,
I've
too.
just checked the stats, and 15.
Yeah?
Wow.
Makes her, I think, grade 9 or 10, right?
Yeah, grade 10.
Yeah, pretty impressive. Katie Diebel. She's a Queensland representative player. Getting big minutes here in the QBL and certainly holding her own. And she's got a great matchup. I mean, you talk about a matchup. Michaela Can, formerly known as Michaela Donnelly, been through the state and the Australian system, and I think Katie Diebel also had an opportunity to play maybe for Australia.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a great matchup. Obviously, learning off Can, one of the best running around the league.
Lisa Barnett Karasoma with an easy 2. Middleton triple team gets it out. Jump shot is up. Ooh. And good. That's a high arcing shot from Emily Allen. Don't forget, we will have the men's game coming up for you after the conclusion of this women's matchup. Logan leads by 6. Taya picks up her dribble, pass over the head of Fuyava. That's a turnover for Logan.
Well, they were lucky. That's the second possession in a row where the Seahawks have lost their player. And, you know, they just got to communicate a bit better in that defensive end. They're still in a man, but they just lost their player twice.
Samuels finds a cutting Dable. Layup is too strong, tipped around, but Dable recovers. Good hustle from the young 15-year-old. A little miscommunication between her and Samuels, though. It's a turnover.
Just trying to think back to what I was doing when I was 15, and it kind of makes you feel a little bit lackluster about your life when you think, man, I wasn't doing anything at that age, and here we are, QBL players at the age of 15.
I didn't even play then. I was just finishing my average soccer career.
Yeah.
And
no comment, Dave. I mean, we got to let that one hang. Dable comes up with it. She kicks ahead for Samuels. Goes right at Roof. Layup is good. Good kick ahead there from Katie Dable. Got to give our friend Derek Rucker a shout out, working on Katie Dable's game. Working really hard with Derek Rucker basketball. And that really good kick ahead pass there from Dable. Forces the timeout from the Logan Thunder. The deficit is cut to 4 for North Gold Coast, 28-24. Derek letting us know, definitely thinks she's a WNBA prospect, and you know, can't argue with that comment from Derek.
Yeah.
She looks pretty good out here, Dable.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely holding her own, that's for sure.
Timeout taken on the floor. We'll keep it here, though, guys. Let's talk a little bit, because it looked like Logan was up double figures. It looked like they were going to run away with it, possibly. North Gold Coast has done a really good job to scrap and get back within 4.
Yeah, Logan's just let that slip a little bit, and they've just let themselves have it's a 10-7 quarter in favor of the Seahawks at the moment. So Logan, it's not that they're doing anything wrong offensively, I don't think, and realistically, Seahawks have just come out and they've just strung together a couple of really impressive plays, and Jansen in particular got that 5 in a row, which really turned things around and just gave the Seahawks a bit of that confidence booster that's got them back in this game here as well. And, you know, realistically now, Seahawks just need to be aware of their defensive play, because as Dave said, they're not communicating as much out on the floor as what we're seeing from Logan. They're losing players defensively, and when there's picks being set, they're not communicating and letting them know. So, you know, they're going to need to change that if they're going to keep in this game coming in, you know, into the second half.
Pretty good timeout there, though, by Coach Hesselhurst. What is he telling his troops? If you're Coach Hesselhurst, Dave?
Well, the 2 threes that Seahawks just hit, they weren't horribly defended. They just were a smidge off, and so. Again, I just think it's a bit of that intensity around closing out, especially with some of the Seahawks players who, you know, both those shots look like really nice shots, so they're clearly capable. So again, Logan, just get up and in again, force them off the 3 ball, make them drivers. Good help there from Barnett Karasoma as well on the block.
They had good hands from Fuyava. Charlie Reese gets called for her first personal. It's the 4th team foul on the North Gold Coast Seahawks with about 5:20 left in the first half.
Yeah, a bit of a worry there for the Seahawks. That's quite everything from now for the last 5 minutes is going to be shots for Logan. So they just need to move their feet a little bit better. Just, you know, follow where the ball is, get in position, and just keep their hands out now. Otherwise, they're going to be putting Logan to the free throw line quite a bit. And Logan traditionally has been a very strong team on the free throw line, as they go to the free throw line now, as we say.
Yeah, Roof picked up her own miss and went back up with it. Definitely was fouled, but how about that pass from McKellican, whipping it in one hand, left hand, her off hand, and just getting it into Roof. Really in perfect position under the bucket.
Yeah, it's interesting too. I mean, obviously, you know, coming back, having the child too, so it's always interesting seeing those elite players as they adjust to family life, and so it's great to see her back on the court and hooping. She's thinking this is probably pretty easy considering compared to the day job.
The hardest job in the world, I reckon, is being a mother. So doing double dipping can't make it that much easier. But McKellican doing it as Roof missed both free throws, and I think it's been a real renaissance for McKellican. You know, we've seen her in the QBL for a while. She was out of the WNBL for a couple of years, but getting back into the QBL after having her daughter and playing up at Townsville, she's been excellent the last 2 seasons for Logan. She really has been.
Yeah, you know, been one of the best players for a while now, and so I think it's a whole different Logan group when she's out there leading the charge.
Yeah, caught up with Coach Hasselhurst before the game, and he said just having her on the floor, it's just like having another coach out there. Really great leader as Taya is starting to heat up a bit for Logan. They're up 6.
And Taya is certainly capable. You know, she was excellent last year. Johnny with the Spartans girls winning the championship.
Samuels, that's a great battle between her and Taya. Samuels picks up the foul on Taya on that one. That's a blocking foul. Only the second team foul against Logan and Taya's first one. Jansen checks back in for North Gold Coast. Casey Samuels gets a breather. Allen looking inside. Middleton, nice pass to Curiel. Turnaround jumper off the side of the backboard, tipped around. Curiel recovers, gets to the rim, lays it up and in. Nice finish there from Curiel.
Yeah, Seahawks have really...
Nice spin move, Jaden Fuiava.
Since their timeout, the Seahawks have done a really good job offensively, just looking, just clearly more engaged, more intent. A great cut down the middle before, and just offensive look heaps better.
Roof with the left hand, she's fouled.
On the James Harden under the arm special.
Yeah, gotta love that. I like that. That's a great move.
That's a great move. Kevin McHale, he did it before James Harden.
Who's that? Tell the young, teach the young folks here about Kevin McHale, Dave.
He's okay. He's an old fella.
Top 50, right? Gotta be.
Yeah.
Gotta be. You might. Do you know Kevin McHale, Regan?
Not a clue. Not a clue.
I
just zoned out on that whole conversation.
I had a nice moment with Kevin McHale. He was the Minnesota boss.
Yeah, for a while.
I was in Summer League 07 and went up to him and sat with him and watched the Minnesota game.
You could put a couch on his shoulders, can't you?
He's a big human.
Yeah.
But he's a really good dude. Really down to earth.
Great player. What are our thoughts on his coaching?
Maybe not. He's an okay. He was successful. Just, you know. Let's just leave it there.
Just leave it there, all right.
Yeah. Maybe he's a better coach than he was the president.
Maybe. 8 points the lead for Logan. Got about 3:15 to go in this one.
Tough gig, this coaching gig.
Hey,
I mean, they want to fire Dan Antoni again, and you're like, well, that's a bit harsh.
Taya steps back, cross-court pass. Good ball movement here from Logan Ken. Looking for the screen from Fuiava. Goes behind her back, and she feels the contact, draws the foul. It's a veteran play. She got herself in a little bit of trouble, but real veteran play picking up the foul.
Yeah, but Kiria's got to keep her mitts out. She had really good help from Reese under the basket, and just they're the little ones where you keep them off the foul line and you play great D. She gets frustrated instead of rewarding her and getting her 2 shots. So again, sweet move behind the back. Seahawks just got to keep their mitts out. Be disciplined.
Got to give a shout out to Rockhampton Cyclones coach Chris Mugdridge, checking in on a Friday night. Must have the night off, but gee, tuning in. Appreciate the shout out, coach. 10 points the lead again, so Logan gets back out to double figures. There's Allen, long 2 is good. Emily Allen has a jump shot going here this evening.
Some smooth jump shots too, mate, from the Seahawks.
Can throws up a wild one, landed really hard. Gonna call a held ball. It's gonna favor the Logan Thunder. Coach Hasselhurst working the referees. Not happy with the no call on that one. Got to back your players, though. Hey, Dave, if there's contact and someone's laying on the floor, you gotta question the referees a bit on that one.
Sure do, nicely. Well, he could be very wrong, so you got to pick your spots.
Roof squares up on Middleton, then reverses it to Fraser. 3-pointers, swish bomb from Alana Fraser. Logan shoots the ball well and shoots it with confidence.
That's been some good shooting from the ladies tonight.
Get a zone here from Logan. Allen goes inside. Middleton's jump shot off the back of the rim, tipped around. Middleton recovers for North Gold Coast. Pass for Allen. She'll step into a long two. That's an air ball. (41-30) lead for Logan. Under 2 minutes left in the first half. Nice pass, Can. Fraser again from the same spot. Drains it again. 14 points of lead now for Logan.
And that's just good offense, and especially when you've got a team that has a great offense, they can kick the ball around the floor. And that puts them from 16 from 31 shots, so they're shooting above 50% so far. So it's going to be hard for the North Gold Coast Seahawks to get themselves back in this game if they're going to let that offense play out when they're shooting at plus 50.
And then foul down the other end, Riggs, as well.
That's a double one there because missed an open layup off a great look. Missed the layup and then pick up the foul. You're in the penalty, so you put Logan at the free throw line for a couple of shots.
And that's got to be the 7th or 8th foul this quarter so far for the North Gold Coast Seahawks as well. So just a little bit of lack of defensive intensity there, or maybe over defensive intensity, and just getting their hands in the way and just not shuffling their feet fast enough to get into a good position in front of the player. And they're giving away easy buckets for Logan.
Roof struggling a little bit from the free throw line here. She missed that first one, so hits the second. She's 5 of 9 from the free throw line here this evening. Diebel back in. Allen, floater, short. Gets her own rebound, though. Jansen recovers, gets to the rim, lays it up with the left hand and in. The seas parted for Jansen to lay it on.
Yeah, that was just good recognition there from Jansen of the lack of concentration of Logan's defense, because it really was. It was just the seas parted and she just took the advantage straight down the center.
Can flips up a wild one. That's off. Here comes Diebel, kicking ahead. Great pass. Jansen can't handle it, but she tips it out of bounds off of Ashtara. 44 seconds left in this one.
If I'm Katie Diebel, I'm saying, hey, you better be there.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to hit you.
That was a
bullet
dime
pass.
You got to get out in trance. That's your job, wing.
Here's Diebel. Reverses it. Jansen driving baseline. Picks up the dribble. Now Middleton, nice no-look pass. Again, Jansen can't handle it, but she's fouled. It's going to be a tripping foul on Ashtaya. Her second, the third team foul for Logan in the the quarter. 45-32. Feels like it should be a bigger lead here for Logan. North Gold Coast doing a good job hanging in it.
Well, I think, and equally, I could argue that the Seahawks have played pretty well for the first sort of 7 minutes, and the last couple have let Logan get away again.
There's about a 2-second differential between the game and shot clock. Roof hands off. Taya steps back, fires the three. Middleton recovers, and North Gold Coast can hold for the final shot. Pass, though, stolen. Michaela Can has it. Going right at the defense. Good defense there from Diebel, moving her feet. Ball goes out of bounds with 4.4 seconds left for Logan.
I'm loving the master and apprentice, mate. It's great.
Yeah, it's a great battle so far in the first half. Roof gets it, fires. Too strong, and that's going to end the half with Logan up 13, 45-32. A great half of action there. And Dave, you mentioned it just before the timeout. Really nice stop for the North Gold Coast. I know we always talk about momentum offensively, but a stop like that has to give you a bit of momentum heading into the half as well.
Yeah, a little bit. I think, as I said, for the 6 to 7 minutes, they did a really good job in that quarter. Good defensive energy, and offensively they moved the ball nice and crisp. But then Logan, I guess, showed a bit of their toughness and, grinded out a good lead heading into halftime, just to remind them that we're actually in control of the game.
Yeah, and Logan was really good. I thought North Gold Coast started the game better, but over the course of that first half, Logan really established themselves in that half as the better team.
Yeah, Logan just had better opportunities to actually shoot the ball in the end, because realistically, when you look at the breakdown, the North Gold Coast Seahawks have taken more shots, but Logan is just finding the better opportunities and a more open shot to take as well, and they're hitting a higher clip too. So realistically at the moment, that's the only thing that's splitting these two teams. If the North Gold Coast Seahawks can just work out a better structure to their offense and take more open shots at a slightly better clip, they're right back in this game in a matter of 3 or 4 minutes. We've seen Jansen get 5 in a row and really turn the game around. So if they just work on that, they're back in this game in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, game's certainly far from over. I think North Gold Coast, if I recall, I could remember them missing 2, 3, 4 wide open layups too. So you tighten up a little bit of that, you tighten up a little bit of the defense, and we got ourselves a ball game here, gents.
Absolutely.
It is halftime though, and Logan is up by 13, 45-32. We'll take a break. We'll come back with some statistics and the second half of action of your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, Australian Sports Network, and Stream Team Australia. Welcome back to Runaway Bay Indoor Stadium on the Gold Coast as the Logan Thunder lead the North Gold Coast Seahawks 45-32. John Guarna here with Dave Derwin and Regan Baker. Really good first half of action, Dave. Let's take a look at some of the stats.
Yeah, for the Seahawks, Allen had 7, Middleton had 4 and 7 rebounds, and for the rest it was pretty shared. So obviously doing it by committee. For the Thunder, again, Cam was really solid. Fraser was good as well. And Nash Ty had 6 off the bench. So again, you know, they're both spreading the floor. Lots of capable players sharing the ball pretty well. So, you know, entertaining game so far.
Roof had 10 points to lead the Logan Thunder, only on 2 of 5 shooting. Jaden Fuyava had a really good first half also, a couple threes, and pretty active inside. What do you expect to see out of the two teams in the second half?
Well, realistically, Logan just needs to keep playing the way that they are. They're shooting at a high clip. They've got 18 points in the paint. And realistically, their offense is pretty spot on for what we expected coming into this game. So Logan just needs to be able to maintain that now for another 2 quarters of basketball. And if they can do that, they're in a pretty good position to get themselves the W. North Gold Coast Seahawks just need to readjust the way that they're moving their offense around. At the moment, they're not communicating on the floor as much as what they need to be, and they're not taking the right shot choices, and that's why their shot percentage is just a little bit lower than what Logan's is. So if they can fix up those 2 things, I think they're going to put themselves back in with a chance.
Well, the women are back out on the court. And as we get set for the second half of action, North Gold Coast has the first possession. Diebel back out there, resuming the new school versus the old school battle at the point guard spot. Middleton goes left. She took too many steps, though. Good defense there from Roof.
Good call. And again, statistically, Johnny, they're pretty evenly matched. I mean, 3-point percentage, field goal percentage, they're 4th and 5th, respectively, in the league. So it really should be a pretty close battle. The key that Logan has is they are number 1. Seahawks have is they're the number 1 rebounding team in the QBL. So versus Logan's sitting in 12th currently.
Pass inside. Donnelly has it on the block. Spins baseline, jumpers off. Good rebound there from Jones, and pretty good defense again from North Gold Coast.
Yeah, just holding him to 1 shot.
Middleton stops, pops, can't bank it home, gets her own rebound, puts it up with the left hand, misses. Another offensive rebound, misses another layup, and that's disappointing. You can see the look on Middleton's face.
Yeah, but good activity, nice move, good post touch, and she did the work early, which is where she got the opportunity, is in doing the work early, sealing her player, opening up. Missed a couple, but good hoops.
And that's the other thing for Seahawks as well. You know, down by 13 points, they need to get Middleton working. You know, she's now 2 from 10 field goal percentage. And like you said, she's one of the leading point scorers, or the leading point scorer in the league, averaging 22.8 coming into this game. She's only on 4. Logan's done a great job of shutting her down, and credit's got to go to, you know, Michaela Roof as well, just doing a really great job on her in the post to prevent her from getting the points on the board. So Seahawks just need to find a way to get her firing in order to get themselves back in this game a little bit.
Allen draws the foul on Alana Fraser. The blocking foul. First team foul. That's her first personal as well. Got to give a shout out to Adam Gall here at North Gold Coast, doing a great job on the announcing as Diebel flips it up and in. Nice finish there.
I just watched her, and obviously I've seen her play all of about 20 minutes, but just the poise and the patience and the IQ for such a young girl is super impressive. And then she just went and took on 4 Seahawks and scored right down the pipe.
And she's doing a pretty good job defensively, forcing Ken into a tough one there. Here comes Diebel. Good drive and kick. Allen long, too, is off the front of the rim. Another offensive rebound from Middleton. Now Samuels, top of the key 3 is good. Deficit cut to 8 now, 45-37. Logan up 8. Roof has it. Logan quite late getting into their offense in the shot clock here as Can drives baseline, leaves her feet. Good ball movement. Roof step back jumper. It's up and short. Long rebound, chased down. Logan recovers. Fraser Nearly tied up by Allen. There it is, the jump ball.
Yeah, good.
Possession arrow favors Logan.
Good defensive stance from the Seahawks then. Really scrapped and did a great job. Almost got the shot clock violation, but they did the next best thing, which was a super well contested fading jump shot from Ruth.
Taya driving baseline, reverse layup is good. She doesn't have the jump shot going so far tonight, so gets inside for an easy bucket.
And I think they need to look at that a bit more often too, because she moves so well without the ball. Certainly opportunities for her, those nice hard cuts around to the rim and around the basket.
Nice catch inside. Jones lays it in. Donnelly finds Fuyava, powers her way to the bucket for two. Michaela Can gets called for a pushing foul, a blocking foul. Been impressed with Jaden Fuyava today, and also she's been really good shooting the ball outside, doing some work inside as well. So that's also another great matchup, that Ash Taya, Casey Samuels matchup. Both sides as Donnelly picks up another personal foul. He's having a bit of trouble with Katie Diebel on the defensive end.
Yeah, and again, it's a smart offense from Diebel as well. She recognized that Can was off balance a little bit and wasn't going to get there in time, so just drove it straight to the position and drew the foul.
Middleton skips it over for Samuels. 6 on the shot clock, miscommunication. Jones throws one away for North Gold Coast.
She almost threw it to Logan, Johnny. That's how far she was off.
Bit of geographical joke there from Dave. Nice one, Dave.
Well,
I think Logan technically is the other opposite way, though. If they were on the other end, maybe towards Logan. Yeah. This is towards, like, northern New South Wales.
Okay. No.
Currumbin, maybe.
Currumbin.
I don't know. Okay, I drew it out too far. I took it too long.
You get what I was.
I get what you were putting down.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you were putting down.
That's right.
Fuyava goes to the free throw line for a couple. Don't forget, we will have the men's matchup for you after the conclusion of this matchup between the women's Seahawks and Thunder.
Yeah, the Logan needs to be careful here around staying in their game and staying in their offense, because they've chucked up a couple of bad shots and they almost had a shot clock violation other than the Ash Tire move. And now they turned it over again just by forcing it. So they just need to chill out, run some sets, look for something they can get a good look out of it. And the Seahawks defense has really turned it up, which is frustrating them.
Allen goes inside, Middleton, left hand, no good. It's one of the few times we haven't seen a double team, and she kind of rushed that shot.
Yeah.
Good steal there from Jansen.
Well, back-to-back turnovers.
Good finish going coast to coast. Jansen cuts Seahawks deficit to 8.
I think Coach Hazelhurst is getting as frustrated.
Technical foul called against Ash Taya. Must have been talking to the referees on her way down the court.
What did I just say? Stay calm, Logan.
Yeah.
Coach is getting frustrated. Ash is getting frustrated.
Yeah, you can definitely notice the frustration coming out of the Logan girls as well. They've had a couple of offenses where they just rushed it a little bit too much, didn't get themselves in a good position, and the Seahawks have really stepped up their defensive intensity. They got those couple of quick steals, they played some good moves, got the ball down and got the points. So,
yeah,
great job, and it's working. It's frustrating the coach, it's frustrating the girls.
And the Seahawks it's only a +3, so, it's not like they're getting their ass kicked right now. It's just, you got to roll through these frustration points. And that's why you've got to have some stuff you can get to, just some nice, dependable offense. I really like, hitting Ash off some of those turnouts and baseline. She does a good job moving at the ball. I'd be looking to exploit that.
Are you surprised they haven't seen Donnelly really being aggressive? Typically, when we have seen Donnelly, it's a lot of screen and rolls or coming off screens and attacking the glass.
Yeah, equally, I think they've been a bit predictable. They need to get Michaela Can coming off. Again, off of reversals and some more touches, get the ball through hands. I think that's where she'll get, do better work when it's a shifting defense, because she's so intelligent with the ball. And then girls just present themselves.
Can misses, tipped around. Taya comes up with it. Now Roof on the block, working against Middleton. Takes a few left-handed dribbles, flips it up with the left and misses.
Good, yeah, better offense though. Nice patient look. I think we need to give Middleton and Roof a little bit of credit on each other because they're kind of, they're probably some of the premier, bigs in the league, and so they're both doing a good job on each other, I think.
Debo traveled. Good defense there from the Thunder. 4:43 left in the third. Logan up 8. Donnelly on the block, turnaround hook shot is good. And they've looked at, excuse me, I keep calling her Donnelly, it's Michaela Can. But they've looked at for her in the block a few times. I like that too.
Yeah, that was a good set too. And again, as much as we like the youngster, she's got to get punished. If they're in a position to be punished, then you got to put her in those positions. And that's good action with Can in the block.
Roof going to the right hand, flips up with the left, misses. There's a foul inside. Looks like it's going to go against Deja Middleton.
It's like a female Rafe LaFrance.
Yeah, with the going to the right with the left hand. True. That one also went over Regan's head. I could see him staring off blankly.
No clue.
Timeout taken on the floor. Let's take one here as well. It's 51-41 with 4:02 left in the third. Your QBL Game of the Week presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, Australian Sports Network, and Stream Team Australia. Back with you here, Runaway Bay Indoor Stadium. Taya takes the pass, flips it up, gets it to fall, plus the foul. It's a good sign when you score buckets off a timeout, Dave.
Yeah, it was. Was that a Logan timeout, Riggs?
It was, yes.
Yeah, that was the Braden Hazelhurst uppercut then, and so it worked nicely. And again, they're not far off it. They just got to stay a bit committed defensively, get out in transition again, because I think Can's so good in transition that they just got to get stops. And if they don't, then just be patient offensively down the other end. Seahawks have done a good job, but the last couple times they've gone to Middleton and they've come up short.
Oh. Allen blocked by Can. Fuyava leaking out, takes the baseball pass, goes up with it and lays it in. Good defense to offense transition there from Logan. 56-41 the lead for the Thunder. Nice take though, good response by Lauren Jansen.
Yeah.
Gets that late Euro action.
Really good move. Can gets a block on the last possession and then great move offensively, going right at her.
Roof thought about it. Hands off for Taya. Driving baseline jump shot is good. She can get hot quick. She's got a few now and she's up 15.
It didn't come off the hands well at all, but it splashed regardless.
Middleton misses the long one, tipped around. Goes out of bounds off the hands of Emily Allen. It's going to be Logan ball.
Well, now Seahawks need to listen to the same advice I gave Logan. So they're just chucking into Middleton, and she's struggling right now.
Yeah, she's 2 from 12 from the field, shooting at about a 15% clip. So not great from Middleton at the moment.
Grabs a defensive rebound. Allen gets it over to Curiel.
She is doing work down the other end. That's a 12th rebound. There you go.
Good pass, and Curiel with a nice reverse finish.
I like it. Scoring's not the only thing in the game, Johnny. Great cut and a really nice find from Middleton.
Taya getting inside, nearly loses it. She does. Good hustle there from Jensen.
I think this now needs to be called the Runaway Bay nightclub. Got the dance party music going.
Get a little fist pumping, take me back to my Jersey Shore days. We won't go there.
We sure ain't going there. We did talk about this, Johnny, didn't we, this morning, about the role of music at a basketball venue.
Don't get me started. Do not get me started.
I mean, if I wanted to go clubbing, I'd go.
Surely those days are long gone for you, Dave.
They are.
I mean, you are only 26, but you're probably a little bit past their clubbing days.
I'm glad you didn't say 46, but...
Oh, offensive foul called against the North Gold Coast Seahawks.
I don't mind a little defense, cha-cha-cha, but I don't need to hear a nightclub every minute and a half.
Yep, I agree. I don't want to get too into it because I'll go off on a massive rant. So I'm just going to keep my comments to myself.
That's not being old and grumpy.
I did say that to you. I wonder whether it's just me getting older and becoming...
We're Hoops fans. I come to watch the Hoops.
I'm 27 and I'm too old for nightclubs, so even I don't want to be hearing that.
Taya open for 3. Drains that one as well. She's cooking, and her team's up 16, 61-45. Foul called there on Maya Entrop. Fourth team foul against Logan. Minute 23 left in the third.
Yeah, 16 points for Ty now.
Yeah, it'll be the 5th team foul as well, I believe. They were already on 4, so yes, that'll send them down the other end for the free throws.
Jansen going to the free throw line. She brings great energy to the floor, Lauren Jansen. She's been absolute hustle star for the Seahawks this evening.
We were killing the Thunder a little bit. They've only got 11 turnovers, so which is okay.
It was a lane violation, so Jansen will get another opportunity.
Because Logan's second in the league, 14 turnovers a game, so they're doing a good job, actually. They just seem to rack a few up maybe in that second and third period.
Donnelly crossing over. Has it nearly stolen, recovers though to Roof. Roof in a bit of trouble, goes behind the back. North Gold Coast steals it.
I think it's going to go on Cam.
And that'll be a 4th personal as well if it does.
That's a big one there. Jane Fuyava gonna check back into the game for Logan. Got to think, probably put the ball in the hands of Ash Taya.
Absolutely.
61-46, 1:02 left on the clock.
It'd be an interesting matchup too. I'm going to assume Ash would then guard Diebel here with this group.
Reese can't hit the first. Charlie Reese missed them both, and free throw shooting hurting the North Gold Coast Seahawks a bit here.
In the bonus.
That is going to put the Seahawks in the penalty, so Logan will go to the free throw line now. Lana Fraser going to go to the free throw line for a couple of shots. Her first 2 attempts of the evening. Fraser missed them both.
Well, the Thunder don't shoot many. Johnny, only 14th in the league in attempts.
Jansen, cross-court pass too strong for Allen. That's a turnover.
Good idea. Nice drive, good drive baseline. That's where the shooter should have been.
Oh, and I don't know how that wasn't a double dribble. Referees missed that one for sure.
Could have been the same referees that were calling the Kyle Lowry spin move, which was the biggest double dribble I've seen in some time the other night.
Diebel goes away from the screen. She wants to hold for the final shot of the quarter. Gets inside, passes tipped, nearly stolen, recovered by Allen. She has a second to get it off. It's up. It's no good, though, and that's going to end the third quarter. And it was close at times, but Logan pulled away to increase their lead to 15 heading into the fourth quarter of action, 61-46. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back with some statistics and the final quarter of action live for you here from Runaway Bay Indoor Stadium in the QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, Australian Sports Network, and Stream Team Australia. Back with you here at Runaway Bay Indoor Stadium on the Gold Coast. It's the Logan Thunder up 15, 61-46. Dave, pretty good third quarter of action. I thought Logan really ran away with it, but they only won that quarter by 2.
Yeah, they did the last few minutes, Johnny. I think they really, again, got into the grind. It was around that timeout from Coach Hazelhurst where they just knuckled down defensively, more energy, and offensively they executed. So really, that's the key difference. Hopefully Middleton can get going here for the Seahawks.
Don't want to start the half with a turnover. Middleton recovers and banks it home. It looked like it might be an awful start, but a good recovery there.
That is a good start.
Taya, jumper, in and out. Durbridge with the rebound. North Gold Coast needs to get some offense going, though, Dave. They need a few buckets. Build their confidence back up. Middleton, baseline jumper. Back to back for Middleton.
Well, Rig, what did she owe us? She owes us 22 a game, right? So she's got 8 now.
Another 12 points in the quarter. It's definitely not hard to find. She should be able to do it.
Well, the other thing too, again, they really need to come out pumped up here, the North Goldie, because Michaela's got 4. So now it's now or never to really make a stand, get some stop. Unfortunately, they put their mitts in right at the last minute. I thought they did a good job putting their hands up, but obviously someone reached in and let him off the hook.
And Traub at the free throw line for 2.
We were discussing at the break as well, gents. The number of free throw attempts for both teams is widely different as well. North Gold Coast Seahawks only taken 5 free throw attempts in this game, and that would have been 19 and 20 for Logan. And with those ones going in, I think that's 12 points that they've scored off free throws as well, so it's a big difference.
Flop warning there for Roof as Middleton barrels her way through to the basket. We talked, I think it was last week or the week before we talked about that, though, the difference in free throw attempts, how legit, as Roof is legit from top of the key, but how legit of an argument do you think that is, Dave, where you look at the box score and you see one team with 20 attempts and your team only with 6?
I don't read into that too much, because equally, there's teams that their intention is feet in the paint, kick, 3-ball, 3-ball, 3-ball. So therefore, they're not going to shoot many. And then there's other teams who are going to shoot a lot more. So, I mean, and that doesn't mean necessarily that one team's getting screwed by the referees either. So I just think, look, the way the Seahawks play, they're kind of either entering the ball into Middleton, who goes to work, or they're driving kick, so and shoot. So that their style of offense means they're going to shoot less free throws, I think.
And in reality, the foul count isn't that far apart. I think the foul count's 11-18 at the moment as well. So it's definitely not out of the ordinary for a 7 swing in terms of the fouls. So, both teams, the referee's doing a great job of calling things down both ends of the floor. It just so happens to be that the vast majority of fouls that the North Gold Coast Seahawks have picked up in this game have been on shots. They're just, as soon as they get beat, they're just a little bit lazy on defense and they pick up that foul. Whereas Logan is putting pressure on the dribbler, and the fouls that Logan picks up typically is on the dribble.
Samuels can't get that one to roll home. Middleton doing work on the glass, but she's stripped. And Michaela Ken on the floor with 4 personal fouls, something to keep an eye on if you're a Thunder fan. Nice touch pass. Fuyava baseline jumper is off the back of the rim. And Middleton, looks like Middleton's going to get called for that foul. She can't believe it.
Well, she mightn't like it, but it was the right call. And again, just Ruth being active.
And that'll be her 4th as well. So a little bit of foul trouble there for Middleton. But Middleton and Can both still on the floor with 4 fouls. 7 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. So both going to have to play relatively tight defense now to keep themselves on the floor.
Diebel, pass inside, tipped out of bounds. Going to stay with the Seahawks. Love the encouragement from Middleton to Diebel as well.
Solid. Her stock just rose in my book too, Johnny. The youngster just made a little bit of an error. And like a really good experienced player, Middleton's like, that's okay. Good idea. Work on the execution.
Fuyava tie up on the other end. Gets her team an extra possession. Jump ball favors the Thunder.
It's called being a good teammate.
Gotta be. One doesn't beat 5, does it, Dave?
Sure doesn't.
Taya. Did a zone here from North Gold Coast. Ruth from the baseline shoots an air ball. Recovered by Fraser. Her floater is good. Excuse me, that's Entrop. Maya Entrop. Dropping a bucket there. Logan up 18.
Yeah, good lead now from Logan. Really just starting to drag it away from the North Gold Coast Seahawks.
Allen, free throw line, looking inside. Middleton catches it deep. Looking to get inside, misses the left-hander. Good veteran play there from Can, gonna settle things down. Can hands off for Entrop, now Roof. Gets her way to the bucket, misses. Middleton recovers. That's a foul there from Ashtea. First team foul against Logan.
She just wanted to make sure it was.
She just wanted a breather.
It was a foul.
Yeah. Good foul. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
You got to do it right.
Diebel skips it over to Allen on the wing. Looking inside. There's a foul inside. Someone's going to go against Jaden Fuyava. Second team foul. Her first personal.
Ruck on the baseline with a no look to the referee.
That's what he does. Jones can't finish. Good rebound there from Roof.
Well, assuming Logan do what they should and take control of the game, Seahawks will be disappointed with some of the shots they've missed. There's certainly been a lot of makeable shots, and they've had more shots than Logan so far. 5 more shots. So they'll be disappointed that they've missed a couple of ones that they shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a good half a dozen open layups that they've missed. When they go back and watch the tape, they'll see how many opportunities they really missed. But I like what they're doing here, looking to get to the rim. Samuel's been a bit quiet here this evening. Trying to get herself going here with 5:12 to go. Her team down 20. That's Ashtea's 5th. So she's done for the afternoon. She got hot there in the third. But
well, I think she did enough when they needed her, to be honest.
Yep.
That's when they needed someone, and she did a good job.
And she had the tough matchup, really key in keeping Samuels pretty quiet here tonight. Samuels hits the first, and with that first, it's only her 9th point. And she's one of the top scorers in the competition as well, hits them both. Can kicks, corner 3 is up and short by Fraser, tipped out by Entrop. North Gold Coast has it with exactly 5 to go, and they're down 18.
Just a little bit of reminiscing. Johnny, I had a 16-year-old Zach Carter and Brendan Tees